between the poop party? If the poop party is going to be because of who's on the team, it doesn't matter who was drafted, right?
No, it doesn't matter.
Right, still, so then
unless you tell me you drafted Jordan, like.
I gotta know what the hell happened with Giannis and the Bucks. First, what the hell happened? We need to know and address the elephant in the room that broke up that train. Because you get rid of Drew, you get rid of Chris, you get rid of the coach, you get rid of Dame, you get rid of the coach again. Now you get rid of Giannis. So something's happened where it wasn't a good fit for a long time. Elite talent, potential Hall of Fame talent. Sometimes when you can see these #1 picks come in, you know what to expect right away. And I think with his body of work complete, played all 35 games in college, it shows his durability, shows a little bit of what his dominance looks like when he's talking about leading the league in scoring, leading the country in scoring, say that. And being 6'8", very versatile, can guard 1 through 4, fast, explosive. You're talking about being able to have the instincts to get the different shots, having counter moves in college to be able to go to, picking the right school to be able to showcase your talents. I think a lot of kids pick the wrong school when they have the type of talent that he has. It gets diluted and drowned out because you have to play system basketball. I think that was Darren Peterson's issue, is that he played more system ball and wasn't able to showcase much of his talent. And then the injuries and all of those things that was happening with him. But AJ is, I think he's T-Mac on HGH. I think that he's one of these kids that's gonna, from where he is now, he's gonna extend his abilities. You're talking about efficiency, sharpen your tools, becoming a more effective jump shooter, becoming a more get to the basket, dunk on guys, and he gets his teammates involved. He has no problem deferring. The biggest game of the season against Kansas, he had 17 points, and he definitely deferred to one of his teammates who had 33. And that's probably going to be the only knock on him, is trying to figure out if he shows up in the biggest shining moments in the NBA. But word on the street is that the other guys reclassed to avoid him. And I think you look at the last 2 seasons, you got Dylan Harper, Cooper Flagg. Now you got Darren Peterson and AJ DeBonsa. You got a bunch of guys who can actually play, and it's up in the air to see who's the next top tier guy. And I think AJ has enough talent to surpass all of them. And it's just about now the Washington Wizards getting their shit together and not having them at the bottom of the barrel like Dallas had Cooper, and being able to show that he can do something on a bigger level than just play at the bottom. But what's the difference between the poop party? If the poop party is going to be because of who was on the team, it doesn't matter who was drafted, right?
No, it doesn't matter.
All right, still, so
unless you tell me you drafted Jordan, like.
So you think Darren Peterson is a better scorer than AJ?
Do I think Darren Peterson is?
He's a better scorer?
Yeah, because he's a way better 3-point shooter at this stage.
Why?
I think so right now.
Why?
He led the country in scoring.
Why? Yeah. Explain. Like just from a purist standpoint.
Okay.
Like, what is it that Darren Peterson does that's so much more better than
every level, and at the rim, Darren Peterson is both hands like ambidextrous.
He doesn't post up,
but he drives it like crazy.
He doesn't handle the ball off the pick and roll the way AJ does. So Skip, after all that being said, you still think Darren Peterson is the better?
Absolutely, I do. Like times 10, I do. And I like AJ. This Darren Peterson, I watched him some in high school, and the first step is just ridiculous.
You know who the #1 player in high school was, right? AJ
DeBonsa.
Okay, I got it.
AJ is the guy.
All right.
And they all know it. So the fact that Darren Peterson would say, man, I'm disappointed that I wasn't the #1 pick, has nothing to do with, like he just said, the guy that was better than him got picked #1.
Well, he thinks he's better than AJ.
Or is it better?
They've gone head to head.
6'9".
Well, we about to find out.
Upside means everything.
We about to find out. Y'all both in the league.
So let's talk about this Wizards squad.
This is another thing Rashad likes to do. He'll acknowledge the talent, but then he'll zoom way out and start talking about the organization itself. Because even if a player is great, situation matters, coaching matters, veteran leadership matters. development matters. History is full of elite prospects whose careers never reached their ceiling because the franchise around them wasn't ready.
It depends on, like, listen, man, we're talking about two franchises here that they went to. One in the Washington Wizards, one in the Utah Jazz, that as in most recent history, haven't been anything, right, to write home about.
Well, that's why
Washington did something before trading for Trae Young to try to change the narrative with their franchise, right? That started with Trae Young, then Trae Young, and now Anthony Davis thing. I think Anthony Davis helps. We don't know what all know what that is with him. We all know that. But
Whether he play
when healthy, walking double, 2 blocks a night. We know that.
Yeah.
Utah, we don't know where they're heading far as a franchise. They just getting high picks, accumulating talent. We don't know where it's heading.
But there's a bunch of talent.
It's a bunch of talent, yes. But does that talent gel together, play well together? All those things, right? You get absolutely a bunch of talent. We don't know where they've been in the basement with all that previous talent, still been in the basement. So those kids are going to two franchises that could either hinder their path but as of late, we all know what they have been. So let's see what it is, right? Let's see how they're approaching their rookie year, right? We don't know.
AJ's in a better situation. Way better.
But
Because what they just did to Ace Bailey,
second option.
they barely let Ace Bailey play all year until the end.
Are these guys somebody you handing your team over though? That's you handing your whole franchise over
You
to
don't have
AJ?
to, right?
To AJ?
Yeah.
You don't have to, right?
I mean, shit, by the end of the year, I believe so.
They got 4
that's
years.
why you should let
They got
them.
4 years now.
That's why I say get rid of AD.
They got a point guard.
Oh, so you saying get rid of AD to
Let him
allow,
be like Brown
AJ Brown to be more AJ Brown instead of deferring to the two other
You
guys?
can have Trae Young.
Like I just said, I don't know where the Jazz are headed.
I mean, you got Keontae George.
Yeah, they got Keontae George, you got Isaiah Collier, you got
Jaren
Lord
Jackson
Marketing, Jaren Jackson Jr., Filikowski, you got Ace Bailey, you got Sensabar, like you got a lot of bodies over there
that like to shoot the ball.
that like to shoot the ball. So been a lot of losing over there as of late. Like a lot of losing in Utah. So I don't know where they're heading. I don't know what to think of Darren Peterson being in Utah now. Hell of a talent, we know that. But what it looks like moving forward, I have no idea. I was from last year picking Ace Bailey when it was obvious he didn't want to be there. So, but
Where you drafted matters. So I don't care what nobody say. Where you drafted matters. Who your coach is matters, and where, like you said, where the organization plans to go, what trajectory they plan to choose, and if you are a part of that. So if Ace Bailey got picked based on him being the best available, didn't want to be there, and it showed because they didn't really play him like he was the number 5 pick. So then you got Keontae George, who's been waiting for a guy like Colin Sexton to step away so that he can take full reins of the ship. And so now you look at Darren Peterson showing up. He now has competition between him, Ace, and Keontae. Without knowing what they're going to do with Lauri Markkanen, which he's been on trade conversations for the last 2 years. Where should we? Who wants him? What should we do with him? Walker Kessler's walking, so we're like, all right, he may go to the Lakers. They might bring somebody for the Lakers. Who knows? But we know that them 3 guys, Keontae, Ace Bailey, and Darren Peterson, they have a lot of shit to hash out because it's going to be a dick swinging contest. Whose team is this? We need to get the ownership down here to tell us who wants what. Because Ace, he feel like he showed his promise during the tail end of the season. Keontae already felt like, shit, they need to sit me down so we can tank to get the next guy. Because he was that good. So at this point, it's like Kenyon said, we don't know what the fuck they're going to do down there.
so you just said that you think that this would be powered by Darren Peterson, right?
Yes, I
So
do.
you got a guy that averaged 27,
One,
guy that averaged 24,
2,
and you would say
14.
the rookie gonna come in and be.
No, we got to do the rest of the math. That's what I was about to do.
No, I ain't even going that
Jaren
far.
Jackson Jr.
Ain't
is
even going
averaging
that far.
22.
Ain't even going that far.
Yeah.
Ace averaging 14. Isaiah Collier's averaging 11.
So you mean
We're talking about all
seen
these
it before?
guys.
We've
rookie
seen it
odd man
before.
out?
Huh?
Because
Seen it before.
Right now, the rookie the odd man out.
okay,
Well,
winning.
Never seen it.
Somebody's gonna be the odd man out.
Well, right now, as it's stated, as the roster is right now, rookie is the odd man out.
100%. You got Jaren Jackson.
You got a guy that's 27 and 24 in this league. Those numbers are not going to go. You can't expect them to take a back seat.
Jaren averages 22.
Jaren averages 22.
I
So you
will-
can't expect them to take a
Okay.
back seat to the
Will
rookie.
they all be there?
More than likely not, but as
That's
of
what I'm
right
saying.
now,
That's
as
what
we
I'm
sit
saying.
on this couch,
Yeah,
the
but-
roster is. That's the thing about it, right? You did all that shit,
acclimated.
and another team got your guy.
For right now.
We thought we was gonna get the number 1 pick anyway.
Right now.
They won the pick in the lottery, so it was like we thought we had the best chances to get
If
there.
you
there could be a
really
strong
wanted
army
him,
happening in the near future.
but if you really wanted him, you had trade assets to trade too.
for the number
Just
1
to
pick.
move up, you could trade it to number 2, Jared Jackson or something, Larkland, and
Who?
to get
Not
the
if we
number
got
1.
AD already.
But you got George, you got everybody, you got
We got
you got
Trae
a
Young.
lot of people.
We got Trey Young and AD. These are 2 pieces y'all are already
You got
heavy at.
Ace
Do
Bailey,
you think the
you
Washington
got-
Wizards pick the phone up and entertain any of that shit?
When you got AJ DeBounce to
Send me
pick
a
at number
text
1.
message. Hey,
So they
tell me
didn't
what you
entertain
want. Them send you the voicemail.
So they didn't entertain it, right?
No.
we will see.
Hell no.
All right,
You
we'll-
stuck
why
with Darren
so-
Peterson. That's basically
Thank
what it
you.
said.
You're not-
All right. I say Miami needs to do 2 things. They need to go get Klay Thompson. They need to go get Russell Westbrook. Got a shooter, facilitator, Davion Mitchell pushing back to the bench. And you got a guy who's known for getting his teammates involved, being able to defend and do certain things that the offense needs. You got Bam, roll rise guy. You got Giannis, roll rim dunker, alley-oop guy, moves in transition. Russ throws it up fast, and you got Klay Thompson over there ready to shoot. I say you go get Luke Kennard too. So you got 2 shooters ready and willing to do what they need. Andrew Wiggins, he's going to be Andrew Wiggins. We don't know which one's going to show up, but at least you got a guy that's going to give you 12, 14, and he's going to play solid defense. He's going to run the floor. He's going to be ready. But now that you got Giannis, you're going to have to deal with what Giannis was bringing to the table with the Bucks. If Giannis is the problem with the Bucks' whole debacle, Pat's got a new monster on his hand. And the last thing you want to do is clash with Pat or clash with Eric Spoelstra, because Eric ain't going nowhere. This ain't Doc. This ain't Adrian Griffin. Like, whatever you're not pleased with, your brother's not coming down. Your brother's not getting no roster spot. What you gonna do? You can move them in, they can rebound for you, but we're not appeasing you. So this all look kind of sticky to me. Is like, we're gonna find out the answers later, like we found out with LeBron. We found out the cookies after he went back to Cleveland. This is what Pat did. He took the cookies, LeBron, and he got mad and he left. Goddamn, we didn't know that. So we need to figure out what happened in Milwaukee with Giannis not wanting to be there